Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So this is an extra video from me because we're doing a special blog hop today with the Pootler team. We will have, when you see this, we will have just completed a 2-day online event, but it actually is not until next week in reality. We had decided that the theme for the event and subsequently this blog hop is the new Curvy set that is available on pre-order. So these are going to be available in the new mini catalogue coming out in January, but you can buy them now as well. They're a pre-order. There's also a Christmas stamp set at some Christmas papers as well, but I just got the quite curvy stamp set and the lovely curvy dies to go with it, and I'm going to make us a card. And I made this card for a colour challenge that Sam sent. Sam Hammond-Dollard Pootles, our team leader, she set us a colour challenge, so I made this for the colour challenge. I'd literally just received this at the time, broke it out the box and did this straight away. It was the first card I made and I just loved it. So I'm going to make it again, but I am changing it a bit, as you do. So I'm going to use crumb cake as my card base, and I'm going to use very vanilla instead of whisper white, and I coloured these with blends. And so this is cherry cobbler, pool party and crumb cake. So I'm keeping the crumb cake, but I'm going to change to Mossy Meadow and Blackberry Bliss. That's what I've decided to go for. And I'm going to change my Curvy. I'm going to go with the Dotty Curvy as for this one, just so you can see the difference of what the two look like. So I've got a normal size card base here. So this is half a sheet of A4 cut in half, scored in half, and then my usual matte size for the inside. And then for the front, I've gone my usual matte size that way, and then I've gone to the second matte. Do you know that's not straight? I thought I had a straight piece of card there, and I haven't. What a wally. So I've got two now. So let's get this cut. I'd all prepared and everything, but there you go, the best laid plans and all that. So my usual mat width is 5 5/8. Yeah, 5/8. Do you know, I doubt myself then. Never doubt yourself, Jez. 5 5/8. And then my normal mat size is 3 7/8, but I'm going to make it the one below, so that's 3 5/8. 5 5/8, 3 5/8. There we go. Because I want to have that gap, so I'm going to cut it, and then we'll have what will be quarter of an inch, she says. Okay, so we are going to cut that across there, and I did it so that I had a slightly bigger margin that side than the top. I kind of went across the middle-ish. Now what you've got to remember with these is it cuts the top edge and you've got the dots underneath. So on this one I want the dots at the bottom. If I wanted it the other way around, then I'll do it that way so that the dots are at the top. So that's just something to remember, but I want it this way. Okay, and I'm gonna use, I did wishing you a happy birthday, or wishing you the happiest of birthdays on that one. And on this one I'm going for, I just want the thinking of you bit rather than thinking of you makes my day. I just want the thinking of you, because it's people are sort of isolating, and I plan to send cards out. So I've got thinking of you. Now it's kind of designed to follow the curve, but I just want the thinking of you at the end there. So because it's photopolymer, you can actually move them a bit. So I'm imagining that that's how it's going to be, and I'm going to sort of curve it a bit. Well, I would curve it a bit. Had it the right way around. Duh. So it is possible to curve it a bit. It's worked so well in practice. Start there and then come up a bit. That will work nicely. So I am going to stamp it first so that I can kind of manipulate this a little bit. So I'm going to use my crumb cake, and I just want to go to thinking of you. So I'm going to get a little bit of washi, and I've got shed loads of retired washi. I gave a load to my sister at the weekend that I saw her, and she said don't matter what colour, because I'm only using it to hold things down. It's like, yeah, I know what that's like. Thinking of you. So get that inked up. Take the washi off, and then I'm going to put that there. So I've got a thinking of you there nicely in the corner. So that's going to enable me then to line that up like so, so that that's nicely on the curve. And then I'm going to die cut that out like that. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp, not in crumb cake, in Memento, because I'm going to be colouring with the blends. So I need to use this. I'm going to do this beautiful leafy pattern there. Lovely autumn leaves. I went to the Lake District at the weekend before we all went into lockdown, and how stunningly beautiful. The colours were amazing up there. All the trees and the countryside, it is so beautiful. I do love the Lake District. Right. So there we go, lovely jubbly. And then we have a die that will cut those out. So the die sits on there, cuts them out. Have I gone too close to the edge there? No, I am just in. So I'm going to get those die cut, and then we'll colour this in. So there we are, got those cut out nicely, and then we've got our leaves that will go on there to colour in. So we need to colour these. I'm just going to get a little bit of scrap paper, because it does go through, and get my blends. So I just basically went round and coloured each of the leaves, sort of every other leaf a little bit with with a different colour. So I'm going to go for this big one. Oh, that is the bullet end. So I just, in the darker colour, go up, and then with the lighter colour, just gonna colour in. I'm doing this without my glasses, which is a mistake. Just gonna go around in a circle, and I might just go and get my glasses. And then I'll just go back over and then do a little bit of blending then in the middle. Like so, and then we're going to go Mossy Meadow for this one, and then we'll do a Mossy Meadow on that one. So just making sure that no two colour are touching. And then we'll do crumb cake on this one. And then this one then has to be crumb cake. And so it's easy to just work along like this, and you can see it's quite easy then to see which colour needs to be so we can see that that one needs to be Mossy Meadow, so that one is going to be Blackberry Bliss, so that one has to be Mossy Meadow as well. So we can go crumb cake here. That's the light one. Did you see my rookie mistake there? So we're going to do a little Blackberry Bliss down there, and that's going to be Blackberry Bliss. I'll carry on like this until I've done them all. So we've got two there, that's going to be Mossy Meadow. So I will continue to do this, sort of speed it up. Now you're seeing what I'm doing. So that's all the colouring done. So a little bit of blending going on there. So now we're going to just glue these down. So this is my Tombow, which is decanted into this little bottle here. So I'm going to stick these down, and these are just going to be the normal 1/8 of an inch border that I do. So it's cut so that I can still do that. And then the top, exactly the same. And then I thought this is a nice sort of autumn colours with a, because you do get these lovely sort of reds and purples going on in autumn, which is kind of why I put a bit of blackberry bliss in it. And a nice little card to send out right now to any friends and family that are currently on lockdown on their own. So I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals. I think that will give it a nice little bit of a lift. I didn't do that on the other card. I just running out of fingers. I just stuck it flat, but I think it'll be nice like this. There we go. Give it a lift off. And then just put that little garland. I want to centre it actually. There we go. And then we'll just stick that down as well. Could stamp something on the inside if I wanted to. There are other little sort of sprays that you can do, but I'm just going to leave it actually. Put this on the inside, ready to write my message, and hopefully bring a smile to someone's face. Really important to look after your mental health at this moment in time. Isolation is a hard thing to deal with as well. Okay, so there it is. That is my two colourways that I've done. I say that one was a colour challenge. I may not have chosen that colours to go together, but I quite like how it looked. And that's the two different curly trims there. So what do you think? Which do you like best? I like them both, but that does have my favourite Blackberry Bliss on it. So yeah, hope you like that. Hope you'll go and look at the rest of the blog hop. So I've embedded this video in the blog, so hopefully you can still carry on and go to all the links that will be down below in the blog. If you've managed to go off, there is a link directly back to the blog, so you can go and see what everybody else has done. And we're allowing videos for the first time, so hopefully there'll be lots of videos for you to watch as well. So what a lovely way to spend a Saturday. All right then, see you again soon. Bye.